Hello everyone. Today I will try a pretty interesting trick, sharpening a knife with toothpaste. It sounds strange, but let's see if this method really works. First, I took a knife and a piece of paper to test the sharpness. When I tried cutting, you can see that the paper did not cut cleanly, the cut was wrinkled. I tried a few more times, but the situation was still the same. This proves that the knife blade has become quite dull, almost no longer able to cut smoothly. After checking with a piece of paper and seeing that the knife was too dull, I immediately thought of a simple way to sharpen it that many people often do, using available items in the house. Here, I have a pair of pliers, and I will use the protruding screw to try to sharpen the knife. I place the knife upright, then gently move the blade back and forth on this screw. Just keep sharpening like that for about 15 to 20 times, hoping that the blade will become sharp again. While sharpening, I also pay attention to the swish sound coming from it. Usually when the knife is sharpened correctly, we will feel the friction and hear the sound quite clearly. After finishing, I wiped the blade clean and tried again with a piece of paper to see how it was. And surprisingly, the result was almost the same. The cut was still wrinkled, the paper did not cut cleanly, and the knife still felt as dull as it did at first. This shows that sharpening with pliers really does not bring about obvious results. If we rely only on this method, it will be difficult to restore the sharpness of the knife. And that's why I decided to try a more special solution, toothpaste. After trying to sharpen with pliers but it didn't work, I decided to bring a special character today. That is toothpaste. It sounds a bit strange, but toothpaste contains super small abrasive particles, often used to clean plaque on teeth. And thanks to this feature, many people think that toothpaste can help sharpen and polish metal, including knife blades. So today, I will try to apply it to see if this tip is really effective. First, I prepare a slightly deep plate. I add a little water to keep the knife surface moist, then apply toothpaste on both sides of the blade. Then, I use an old toothbrush, an unused one, to scrub evenly. I try to scrub thoroughly, going along the entire length of the blade so that the toothpaste covers evenly and works best. After scrubbing, I rinse the blade with water and dry it with a soft towel. Now it's time to try again with the paper. The results are still not very good. Although the knife is a little shinier, when cutting paper, the cut is still wrinkled, not neat, and the knife still feels quite dull. This shows that just rubbing toothpaste with a toothbrush on the knife is not enough to create a noticeable change. But I will not stop here, because there is another way that many people share that is much more effective, and that is the way to sharpen the knife with toothpaste combined with the bottom of a ceramic bowl. In most households, ceramic bowls are familiar items, and few people notice that the bottom of the bowl, which is not enameled and has a natural roughness, can become an extremely useful mini whetstone. When combined with toothpaste, the ability to sharpen knives will be significantly enhanced. I start by turning the ceramic bowl upside down on the table, with the bottom of the bowl facing up. Then, I put a little water in the small depression at the bottom of the bowl to keep it moist. Then apply a thin layer of toothpaste to both sides of the knife. To spread the toothpaste more evenly, I use a cotton swab to lightly dab and sweep along the blade, helping the toothpaste cover evenly from the base to the tip of the knife. Now comes the most important part, sharpening the knife. I hold the knife at an angle of about 20 degrees to the surface of the bowl, then move it back and forth over the rough part of the bottom of the bowl. During the sharpening process, I constantly switch sides, about 15 to 20 times on each side, so that the blade is sharpened evenly. Occasionally, I take a little more cream from the bottom of the bowl and apply it to the blade so that the abrasive particles in the cream can continue to work. When I'm done sharpening, I use a soft cloth to wipe the blade clean, removing any remaining cream. And now comes the important moment, testing again with the paper. This time, the feeling is completely different. With just a light swipe, the knife cuts the paper in a straight, smooth line, without wrinkles or shreds like before. To test it more clearly, I even tried cutting a potato. Each slice of potato was cut thinly, evenly, and very easily, proving that the blade was really sharp again. So today we tried a unique trick together, sharpening a knife with toothpaste. Through each step, it can be clearly seen that if you just apply toothpaste and rub it lightly, the effect is almost negligible. But when combined with the bottom of a ceramic bowl, which has a natural roughness like a whetstone, the result is really surprising. The dull knife was initially almost useless when cutting paper, but after a few minutes of sharpening, it became sharp, cut paper smoothly, and even sliced potatoes very thinly. This shows that sometimes seemingly ordinary items in the kitchen can become extremely effective rescue tools, helping us save time and not having to rely on specialized whetstones. If you find this trick interesting, try it at home and let me know the results in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, share with your friends, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on other useful tips. Thank you for watching and see you in the next videos.